Hi, it's raining and I'm dressed like a haunted doll. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about makeup, specifically makeup that has been released recently. Some might call it new releases, and some might say we're chatting about them. But first of all, candle of the day. It's this one. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a while. I think the last one was in November. We had a very different world back then. My life especially was pretty different. I hadn't been vaccinated. I hadn't gotten COVID yet. That was fun and bad. Try not to get COVID if you can. Before we get into the video, I want to check in with you guys. Specifically, are you hungry? Do you want some eggs? I want to start by talking about some nail polish. Holo Taco, which is the nail polish brand started by famed nail polish YouTuber Christine Simply Nailogical, is coming out with these 3 new creme shades for the summertime. The floor is guava, seafoam home, and 1 melon followers. 1 melon. Sorry. These are cute. I like these colors. I'm a big creme polish person. I like shimmery polishes, but there's something really attractive to me about just almost a color block effect on the nails. That's why I like polishes like this. Actually, this blue polish was originally the royalty blue polish from Holo Taco. I've since doctored it up quite a bit because I actually don't like the formula of Holo Taco's creme polishes, or at least I didn't like it when I first bought royalty blue all the way back in, I don't know, 1970 it feels like, when Holo Taco first launched. Hopefully the recipe that they got brewing at Holo Taco has improved over the years, because these colors are really cute, and honestly the unicorn skin and actual holographic sparkly top coats that they sell are so beautiful. And I've been on the verge of making a second Holo Taco order for like a year and a half, and I never do it because it's always really expensive. And I would rather just go get like 5 China glaze polishes from CVS. It's so hard not to, because they're there and I can see them. Can we talk about this for a second? Nail polish is the real gateway product into having too many cosmetics. No one talks about this. It's always like, you know, lip gloss, or for some people it's eyeshadow palettes. Like for a lot of my personal YouTube friends, eyeshadow palettes are the thing that they can't get enough of when they buy a lot of makeup. That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me, to be honest. This amount of eyeshadow palettes in the background of my video, this is all of my palettes in my collection. This overwhelms me every goddamn day. But nail polishes are really hard because you do use them up, especially if you're like me and you paint your nails as an excuse, you know, so you don't have to do things. Oh, I was gonna do my homework, but my nails were drying and I couldn't reach into my bag to get my notebook. I was going to wash the dishes, but you can't do dishes with wet nails. I was going to lovingly caress my partner across the face and tell them that I love and cherish them, but my nails were drying. Maybe next Valentine's Day. It prevents me from living my life a lot, but it means I always have really cute nails. I know you saw them earlier, but I feel like you didn't look at them long enough. Guys, so true, bestie. Trans Goblin tagged me in this Violet Voss palette that's called Pinky Promise, which is fine, except for the fact that it looks like this. The packaging sure is pink. There's like 2 metallic pinks, like 2 little shimmery pinks. And then the rest of it is brown and gold and black and bronze. Violet Voss is one of those brands that kind of puts out the same reshuffling of nude eyeshadows 2 to 3 times a year. We know that Violet Voss does this, but you'd think if they were gonna do this again, they would not literally put the word pink in the title of the palette. At least that's what I would do. But who knows? I don't work in cosmetic branding yet. Why isn't this called like toasted marshmallow or some bullshit? Like, this one shade in the top row is called I Swear, like E-Y-E, I Swear, like I swear. I saw the word I and then the S-W in swear. Girl, I thought it said eye swollen, and I was like, is this a pink eye palette? What? That is such an awful thought. What is the worst physical malady to base an eyeshadow palette off of. Not like most severe, maybe grossest. The obvious answer is vomit, right? Because the possibilities for colors, because a lot of them you're just gonna be stuck with like flesh color, right? Or like maybe yellow. Gangrene, bruises, that's an, you know, jewel tones. Oh God. No, blister is again like pink. Let's move on. Wow, okay. Anyone who unsubscribed because of that, let me know and I will Venmo you an apology dollar. Okay, this is like the third time I've tried to film this and I keep crying. Recently, I made some comments. I want to apologize. I'm so sorry to you if you were offended by that joke that I made. It might just be that you're not funny and you didn't get it. I've taken some time to sort of like come back to myself and learn and grow from what I did. I regret it and I'm embarrassed. To any brand, I mean person, that was offended by what I said, get over it. Do you guys remember back in like middle school where sometimes you would get like a little lip gloss in your Scholastic book order as an extra and it would be in like a little pot and you'd have to like rub your little fingy in it? And remember how like gross it kind of was? You'd have to like wipe your finger on like the back of your hand. You just kind of do this to dissipate it and you have to make sure your hand was like completely washed beforehand, otherwise you're just wiping communicable diseases all over your little middle school lips, but you probably didn't because all middle schoolers are kind of gross. Do you remember how much more convenient it was to start using regular lip glosses in like bottles and tubes? KKW Beauty doesn't remember because they're putting this out. Well, lip lacquer in a pot. These are $18 and they come in 4 shades, 2 of which look like the milkiest of milky grossness. These are the bad kind of milkers. If you want luxurious care for your lips, I'm sure these are wonderful. According to the Instagram post I'm reading from on my phone, they are decadent coconut and vanilla flavored lip lacquers, which you already got me right there. Good Lord, do I love the scent and taste of coconut on literally anything. If it's coconut, I'm going cocoa and nuts for it. If it's coconut, I'm nuts. I'm cuckoo and nuts for Coke. Hold on, I gotta storyboard this. Do I have a notebook near here? I go, you know, all right, you've just witnessed the death of a joke in real time. I love coconut and vanilla together. I think it's a wonderful flavor combination. And it's got marula and jojoba oils to soften and nourish the lips, or for my southern viewers, marula and jojoba oils. You always want to think about end user convenience with stuff like this. Yes, I am appropriating the term end user from the tech world into makeup because I just finished an IT class. So I felt so smart though telling people I was taking IT strategies. And people would be like, oh, like are you learning how to code? And it's like, no, mostly I'm just learning about how much of our data every company has access to, which we kind of already knew. I do not know any more about anything that actually matters, like coding or cryptocurrency or anything, but whatever. That's for the finance or engineering bro I eventually marry to know, not me. But you want to think about convenience, right? If I'm being faced with the options of a cream in a pot with a brush for my lips or anything else, I'm going with option B. And like, yeah, potted makeup products for the lips are still a thing. They're still being made. I have one from Lush right now and I goddamn hate this thing. The Lush lip balms, hey, yeah, that's for you. Okay. It's sandy. Why is it sandy? You know what you gotta do to get this to be like smooth on your lips? Like, for far too long. I don't have time for this. You can still get makeup products for your lips in a pot. I just think it's unsanitary and very inconvenient. We don't need more of them, Kimberly. Everybody get your party hats on. It's once again time for that thing Mac does every summer where they take a bunch of generic looking products and put some sort of pink or purple flower on the outside of them and it's their summer collection. This is the Botanic Panic collection from MAC, which is clever. I will give them that. And then eyeshadow palette's cute. You can't put yellow and green in something and not have me feel a little bit of a way about it. I think these are really cute colors. I love the pink and purple. I like the mixture of jewel tones and more neutrals. I think it's a great color selection for an eyeshadow palette, and the outer packaging is adorable. I don't really shop at MAC now. I'm not super familiar with their product line, although I do know that when I was in college, I always really wanted to go to the MAC store in Grand Central Station, and anytime I was there, it had either not opened yet or just closed. So there were many times I would like performatively and theatrically throw myself against the door of the MAC store in Grand Central, weeping to make my friends laugh. Sad clown, if you will. I miss being 21. Actually, no, I don't. My post-grad years were not fun. If you're like between 22 and 24 and you're like abjectly miserable right now, damn, that's rough, buddy. Try growing up. Like, I thought things wouldn't get better in my life when I was 23 and miserable, and now I'm 27 and I have an in-unit washer and dryer. Life improves. Fenty Beauty's up to some business. Some frisky business. Rihanna keeps finding ways to reach through my phone screen and just like grab me by the trachea and be like, you want this, don't you? Honestly, Fenty's putting out a plumping lip gloss. So I'm calm about it. Honestly, I'm chillin'. I feel like this is a step in the right direction because I think every makeup brand should make a plumping lip gloss. All of them. They are my favorite thing. I love them so much. Why would I want to put on a gloss and have that be the end of the interaction? I want to feel something aside from gorgeous. I don't find that too many of them actually give an enlarging effect to my lips, but it's fun, you know? I grew up in the early 2000s. Everything was buzzing and vibrating and color changing. Everything did something. And I want that now that I'm an adult who wears makeup and has a day job. How come in old toy commercials, whenever they had color changing something, they'd be like, changes color in hot or icy water?
Color changes with icy and warm water. Colors change in icy and warm water.
It was always icy. I know Saweetie was too young to work for Hasbro in the year 2002, so it wasn't her influence. This is a really pretty gloss. Okay, it's like cherry red, hot cherry by Fenty Beauty. A mix of pepper and ginger root. It's a warm plump, folks. There are warm plumping glosses and cold plumping glosses. Cold plumping glosses are gonna be something along the lines of your Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb or your ColourPop So Juicy, where the plumping agent is peppermint. For some people with really sensitive lips, it does work. For me, it's nothing. It's like chewing mint gum. It's not functional. Warm plumping glosses are the ones that hurt. Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. Warm plumping gloss hurts like a bitch. Buxom Plump Shot New Clear. I've been begging Buxom to put out a clear plumping gloss for like 2 years. They finally did it. It's not quite a gloss, but it's a gloss if you put enough of it on. Like most things, and most sauces in your fridge. It smells kind of like Thin Mints, hurts like a bitch. Holica Devil Plumper. Bright red packaging to show you that it's violent. You see that nectar of harm? Hurts like a bitch. Warm plumping glosses are the ones that get stuff done. And this one appears to be a warm plump, the one by Fenty. I don't love that it's a color. I prefer my plumping glosses to be as close to clear as possible, so that way I can mix them with other lip colors pretty seamlessly, but I'm not that picky. Intense Wet Look Shine Light Peach Scent. Now, I've had my issues with Fenty's glosses in the past. Specifically, I didn't like how the original Gloss Bomb smelled or tasted. The smell was this very sickening, sweet, fake candy sweetness, and I didn't like it at all. And at some point over the past couple of years, which nobody bothered to tell me, Fenty actually changed the scent and taste of the gloss bombs. They're different now than they were in October, I think, of 2018 when the brand first launched. and I tried the gloss bomb and didn't like it. The gloss bomb itself in the shade Fenty Glow is a different color now. I will show you photographic evidence of the original gloss bomb versus a more recently purchased tube. It's different now, and the scent and taste is much more pleasurable. I was visiting my gorgeous, wonderful, sparkling friend Lacey Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, and I tried on her lip glosses because we're friends. And yeah, the taste is a lot better, which means there's now no boundary preventing me from buying every single Fenty Beauty gloss. I think this is a step in the right direction for Fenty. I'm probably going to buy this gloss at some point. And if it changes my life and I become a whole different person, I've had fun with this personality, but everything comes to an end, you know? Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask whether or not the Fenty Plumping Gloss is included in the Sephora summer sale. Come on, rude boy, is you big enough? Take it, take it. Every so often I kind of forget that ColourPop is a brand that exists. I haven't made an order from them in like 2 years. And I have a couple ColourPop products that I love, but I don't really pay attention to their new releases because a lot of it is just semi-identical looking 9-pan eyeshadow palettes, and I don't really like eyeshadow palettes that much. How am I supposed to have opinions on all of these? I'm looking at 6 different eyeshadow palettes, and babes, I'm feeling nothing. Why is 9 the new amount of eyeshadows to sell? 6 pans. I'm asking for 6 pans. It's easier for me to look at and make choices. And then they were like, hey Nisa. And I said, yes, ColourPop. And they were like, don't you love like obnoxious accessories? And I was like, I wouldn't word it that way, but you could say that, yes. And they were like, cool, that's what we thought. What would you say if we told you that we are selling little cherry hair clips and it's part of a whole cherry themed collection? I would say, do you remember my credit card number? The Cherry Crush collection from ColourPop is so cute, and I'm so mad about it because I don't need to buy anything in this collection, and yet I probably will. This eyeshadow palette is like functionally identical to the other red themed palettes ColourPop's put out, like the strawberry one and the watermelon one. Can you imagine if ColourPop put out a collection with no eyeshadow? I think that the world wouldn't explode, but I kind of feel like the development team at ColourPop disagrees with me. Eyeshadow hard, and me bad at it. Lip gloss easy, so me have fun with it. That's kind of what I'm saying. These glossy lip stains, they look so pretty. These colors, I'm getting back into colorful lips in a big way. I'm very excited about these. The cheek dews I've never tried, and to be honest, I'm not the biggest liquid blush person, but that's kind of because the only liquid blush I've ever tried is the Glossier Cloud Paint, which is actively frustrating to work with. If you want to experiment with liquid blush, don't get a $14 blush from Glossier. Get a cheap one from ColourPop and try your best. For some people, liquid blush is only a fingers thing. For some people, it's a brush thing. For some people, it's a sponge thing. And if you're using your fingers to apply liquid blush, the way you're using them really matters. Because it might be a tapping thing, it might be a smearing thing, it might be a dotting thing, the angle of your finger might matter. Liquid blushes are annoying. They are, they're an annoying product. But that doesn't mean I want to stop trying, it means I want to get better at them. In the meantime, I have so many cream blushes. Salt New York keeps sending them to me, and I just look at them. I wear them, but I just like to look at them. I love them. It is so easy, because I just swirl my little fingertip in it as such, and then it's orange. Every single cream blush in the world is my child. Every single liquid blush in the world is like my neighbor's kid who's friends with my kid, who I've always thought was kind of annoying, but I can't say that because they're friends with my kid. Oh, yes, yes. Of course little Aiden can come over. Now Nico loves playing with him. Yeah, send him right over. Hi, Aiden. No, those dino nuggets are really for Nico for his lunch? Oh, you really want them? Okay, I guess you can have a couple. This collection is so cute. I want to gobble it up with my wallet, but I won't for a while. You know, I might. I kind of feel like we've gotten to a point in the community of people who enjoy makeup that it's like, if you buy anything ever, you're weak. And I'm not about to toss out that there's no ethical consumption under capitalism thing to excuse away the fact that I probably do overconsume. Like, yeah, there isn't, but that doesn't mean buy anything ever whenever you want it and don't think about the implications of it or the environmental impact or who's making it or what have you. But occasionally, I want us to be able to look at a new makeup release and not look at the Instagram comments and see 1,100 people being like, I don't need this. This is stupid and you're stupid and this wasn't necessary. Die. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I just want to pretend that everything is fun. I've had a very hard couple of months and it's nice to just look at something and be like, this is exciting. Not to make it about me, but you're watching my channel, so it is. I love catching that my hair is flat at the end of like a whole bit. So now I get to look at my deflated afro while I'm editing. This experience has been hellish. Tarte is releasing a new tartlet palette. The tartlet Juicy, which has dandelions on the front cover. Juicy. How do you think this palette came to be? Genuinely, how does this happen at these brands that release kind of the same reshuffling of eyeshadows every couple of months? I like the cover art with these like little dandelions glowing. I think it's cute. But I can't imagine any like intention went into the creation of this. This is literally like in the wardroom at Tarte. One of them came in the room. Ladies, I have amazing news. My niece Saffron was in a painting competition and her painting won 3rd place. Look, it's this beautiful pink with dandelions. I think it's so soothing. I'd love if we could work this into our product line in some way. I like the pale pink, but I don't like the implications of having a flower on the cover of our palette. Bright yellow dandelions. That's a little threatening, don't you think? A little too exotic? Oh, you're right. This is Tarte after all. I'm sorry, girls. I stayed up very late last night reading Caroline Calloway's Instagram post and I was just feeling so quirky. But what are we going to do? I already promised Saffron I'd use this for a palette. What if we just went into the neutrals vault and grabbed 12 pans of beige and pink whatever and just put them in the palette? We'll make it a new tartlet. Oh my goodness, that is such an amazing idea. Somebody had their blue spirulina in their smoothie this morning. Your omega-3 is supposed to be off the charts right now. Shut the front door. I had a handful of raw almonds and 2 pieces of smoked salmon 45 minutes ago. Your intuition is incredible. I cherish and value you as a coworker. I cherish and value you as a coworker. Wait, but what are we gonna call it? We've already released 80 eyeshadow palettes with this exact same color scheme and conceit. And 2 of them have already been tartlets. Oh, we're back to square une. Une? Oh. J'ai désolé. I've been Duolingoing French on my private car rides into the office every morning. Trent got me a small town in the French countryside as a 15th anniversary present. What a ridiculous language. It's all in the back of your throat. That's where my gold flake granola is supposed to go. You are ridiculous today. Oh my gosh. You know what? I have this random word generator application on my phone. I think if I just click through it a couple times, we'll get something. What about juicy? Yes, that is perfect. You are a world shaker. You're a visionary. Lean in. I need to tell you a secret. You're a girl boss. You're a girl boss. No, you're a girl boss. I can't imagine it happened any other way. I can't put a wig on this. Do you guys remember when Anastasia Beverly Hills underwent cellular mitosis and created the sister brand Norvina that released a bunch of very large, very colorful palettes that got a lot of people very upset? Well, the laboratory just called and that petri dish has gained one more amoeba. There's a new Pro Pigment palette and it's the lilac one and it's so pretty. What a beautiful palette. I hate when I like things and then I can't write jokes about them. This is so gorgeous. I love purple eyeshadow. If you put like a sort of lilac, periwinkle type light matte purple in something, I'm gonna think it's the prettiest goddamn thing I've ever seen with my eyes. Perfect example, Kaleidos Escape Pod palette, the original big chunky peanut butter and jelly sandwich shaped eyeshadow palette they put out a little while back. Her, Miss Girl right here. Oh, I can't get enough of this thing. I wear it all the time alone with eyeliner. It's One of my favorite colors to wear on my eyes. I'm seeing a good amount of matte purple here that I'm really attracted to. These metallics look gorgeous. I think they could have gone a little bit more pink. I think if you already have the original Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, this might not be the most necessary purchase for you, but I can't lie and say that I don't think this is a gorgeous collection of colors. She did that. Guys, that's kind of it. I really didn't have very much I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. But before you leave, I'm going to need you to do a quick favor for me. If you could go ahead and have an amazing day for me, that would not make me blue. Oh, I forgot to do my brows today. And yet, look at the results. When God has favorites, they make it very clear. I mean my eyebrows, not me. A lot of weird shit's happened to me. My eyebrows have been doing great. Me? You know. If you'd like to interact with me betwixt uploads, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or, and I cannot believe how many times I've had to reiterate this, TikTok. Stop commenting, oh my God, you're here? Yes, I have been for like 2 years. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to use code NISIPISA for 10% off at checkout at your local haunted doll clothing store. If you see me in this fit in the corner of your room, call a priest. Toot sweet. Okay, bye. We got the damn Annabelle fit on. We got the, you know.